Here's a quick look at the headlines. Customs Commissioner Rufy Biazon relinquishes his post a few days after he is linked to the pork barrel scam. Reconstruction is underway in areas hardest hit by the typhoon as the new rehab czar prepares to buckle down to work. Consumers are in for higher pump prices and electric bills. An award-winning director Ang Lee sets his sights on the Philippines as the next backdrop of a new film. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Amelyn.
And clearly we're in Metro Manila. That's in EDSA Main Avenue. And what we're looking at now is, most likely that's, I'm trying to find out which is the southbound and the northbound, but probably the one on the left
Not doing
of the
so
screen is the one that's southbound. Because usually that's more, the traffic is heavier southbound in EDSA at this time of the day.
Right. Generally, in my observation, I think traffic is usually heavier in the months of December.
And there's something about Friday, although it's not yet Friday.
It's not Friday,
still
but it looks like a Friday
It looks
out
like
there.
a Friday. But it looks like a good day.
Beautiful.
It's bluer today.
Yes. No smog.
No smog.
Not a hint of gray.
Bluish. It's bluish today.
Sky blue.
Sky blue. All right, that's a nice way of putting it. Anyway, that's our view from the rooftop of our building here along Shaw Boulevard.
We're getting closer.
Oh, it's 22
days. That's really close. Better get your shopping done.
Ooh, I'm not done yet. Good morning. This is Solar Daybreak on the Solar News Channel. I'm Amelyn Veloso.
And I'm Claire Celdran.
Pat Fernandez will be joining us in a bit. She's at the Solar Weather Center. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd. A few more days before Christmas. What? 22 days before Christmas. I hope most of you are already done with your holiday decorations. But try not to overdo it, as some experts say decorating can become an obsession.
Yes, I can see that happening. But according to this study, there is a connection between people with poor self-esteem and an unhealthy need to have a perfectly styled home. Our homes become an extension of ourselves, so experts say spruce up your space to explore creativity and not to impress others. Are you very particular with your home?
Look, I'm laughing.
I
try to be, but sometimes I'd like it to be more orderly.
What
So I'm
about
saying that sometimes it's not.
What about the design? Is there a certain design?
Yes, because
that you're
it does
looking for?
affect you if the design doesn't go with what you prefer.
Yes, your personality
I
also.
prefer, for example, I understand you are the same thing, that you'd like everything in its place.
Right.
And then you'd have more space rather than have so many things
Oh,
in one
yes.
corner, or,
Yes.
you know, you'd look like a bazaar.
Trying
to sell something.
I can't think well when I see clutter.
Exactly.
So
Actually,
I'm a minimalist, but I do like nice pieces in the house, especially a nice dining table. So it's okay to invest in a nice dining table,
a nice
because
piece to accent it or something like that.
yeah, because you eat in it every day.
Exactly.
So
At
it's
least-
a good investment.
At least it's like you're having a feast or something. You know, you spend time there with your family, eating
Right.
the meals that you prepare. So might as well have it beautiful.
Exactly. And then I think men like a nice, comfortable couch. Because, well, not in general, but I
So
think
they can watch TV in it?
The
Does it
couch
have to be men? I love watching TV.
Oh, it's okay. So you're like a couch potato, like
oh,
some guys
yes,
I know.
I am. I have to admit that.
So you're gonna need like a nice, comfortable couch and with a big screen TV.
I would want to, but not really. I don't need a nice couch. I just want to watch TV.
without the couch.
Oh, probably
Anywhere.
a place I could sit down and probably clean.
Okay.
That's my only requirement.
Yes,
Comfortable and
clean.
clean. It doesn't have to be a couch. It could be a chair, or basta lang I
A
could
lazy
watch
boy
TV.
chair.
Oh, but that's so expensive. But if I can, why not?
Yeah, you know those Filipino ones, the native
The one
ones,
that curves.
The one that curves. Those are
Oh,
comfortable.
that looks comfortable indeed.
Yeah, I think you can buy them in provinces too, or have them made.
Giving me an idea.
That's a
Christmas
good
gift for
idea.
myself.
Okay.
With this, Claire, I want to share a quote from Albert Hadley. He says, "Design is coming to grips with one's real lifestyle, one's real place in the world. Rooms should not be put together for show, but to nourish one's well-being." Let's now take a look at the banner stories of the major dailies for today. In the Philippine Daily Inquirer, Pinoy lets go of Biazon, referring to former Customs Commissioner Rufy Biazon as he quits following port raps. And they also have a story, and Thai Prime Minister says protesters' demands unacceptable, and there is an advisory that if there's really nothing important for you to go to Thailand, it's best to avoid the area as of now. And in the Philippine Star, Customs Chief resigns is also their banner story, and the former commissioner of the Bureau of Customs has said that one of the reasons, there were many reasons for him to stay, but a very important reason for him to go was because of his young children. And that's rehabilitation czar Panfilo Lacson, where yesterday he answered questions from the media about his new appointment. They also have a story, and then that's the story also in the Philippine Star, and Ping's first marching order, no diversion of typhoon aid. But because of that, there's a question here, NDRRMC powers clipped? That's the question there in the Philippine Star. And in the Manila Bulletin, their banner story is still on Biazon. Biazon resigns, says move will give finance chief widest leverage to steer the Bureau of Customs. And here is a very nice photograph for, as we know, as of yesterday, classes begun in Tacloban City in Leyte. Although it's not really back to school, they're not really studying, it's part of their stress debriefing. And here is a photograph of a young student who laughs as he shows off his drawing of how Super Typhoon Yolanda struck their place last month. So he and the other kids are trying to let go, at least try to move on as soon as possible. Bureau of Customs Commissioner Rufy Biazon tendered his irrevocable resignation after being linked to the alleged pork barrel scam. The former Muntinlupa lawmaker, who allegedly had a hand in illegal funneling of public funds to bogus organizations, opted to leave his post to prevent further controversy on the Aquino administration. Paula Palma has this story. Due to reports of continuous smuggling of goods, firearms, and humans to and from the Zamboanga Peninsula and the Basulta area, the Philippine National Police plans to transfer its maritime group's headquarters to Zamboanga City next year. The move is also seen to prevent a repeat of the Zamboanga siege that happened in September. However, the PNP says 63 million pesos will be needed for this immediate adjustment. The PNP clarifies that this is not giving less importance to other coastal areas, since maritime stations in all regions will still be maintained. Aside from increased presence in Zamboanga or elsewhere, the maritime group adds that the country's maritime laws also need to be updated to further address problems of smuggling and human trafficking. Justice Secretary Laila de Lima is set to meet with members of the Interagency Anti-Graft Coordinating Council to consolidate the work process with regards to pork scam cases. De Lima explains this is to avoid repetition in carrying out the High Court's order to look into previous pork scam-related cases. She adds the IAGCC is in charge of the cases without the involvement of alleged pork scam brains Janet Lim Napoles. Well, as a nutritionist dietitian, is there a new bagong study, for example, because there are those that are saying that instead of wheat pasta, you can switch to gluten-free pasta like rice. Or if you do choose wheat pasta, you can go for whole wheat. Is that what's being taught to us now, or for as long as it's pasta and it's just the right serving size and not necessarily what it's made of?
It is actually the right serving size.
Regardless,
it is always the portion. Yung portion size in our eating. Like for example, yung gluten-free kasi, ang dami kasi may mga allergy ngayon, kaya nauso yung mga gluten-free. Maganda talaga with pasta kasi mas more on fiber niya, dietary fibers. Mas kailangan
but
natin.
the taste is very different from the...
But there's
it's just like eating brown rice over white rice. It's just not.
But there's good
the
brown
same.
rice pasta. I'll show you where to get it. But if somebody promises to exercise like after going on a holiday binge,
Well, they might get a heart attack after eating.
Oh no, not after eating. Let's say the next day. Wait, ito pala.
if, for example, you exceeded your calorie requirement for the day, and for today, instead of 1/8,
And tomorrow, you're going to exercise.
Tomorrow, is that ano?
Dapat talaga.
Dapat on the day itself.
Yeah,
within.
dapat sabi ko nga kay Chana, dapat ang exercise kasi everyday yan, 30 minutes, kung hindi mo kaya ng 30 minutes, 15 in the morning, 15 in the evening. Kasi hindi pwedeng sabihin mo, okay, every Saturday and Sunday na lang, 5 hours ako mag-exercise. Hindi ganon. Dapat talaga consistent.
Yeah, kasi kung hindi sanay yung katawan mo sa exercise, baka mabigla ka din.
Yes,
yeah, and of course, if you do eat a lot, it's not advisable. Claire is right. You have to ask also your doctor because yun nga, baka you will compensate by exercising and, you know, your heart might not be able to take it.
And he is known, I think this is you, Amelyn.
Oh, well, he is known as a famous national artist behind iconic large-scale artworks scattered all over the metro. But Carlos Botong Francisco is more than just a muralist in his hometown. He has become the epitome of creativity and the symbol of culture in Angono, Rizal. Pat Fernandez tells us more about the life and works of Botong Francisco. Before we go, here's a little something for the holidays. The hit music group The Piano Guys is back with a medley of Christmas songs from Angels We Have Heard on High to Little Drummer Boy, played on nothing but, what else, a piano. The group's video has been viewed almost 1 million times since it was uploaded last Friday. And I remember Claire interviewing them here in Daybreak.
I have the CD, actually, of their Christmas CD. I think we're going to take a look.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at what they have for us for the holidays.
That can definitely bring out the Christmas spirit in anybody, even Scrooge.
Even Scrooge will finally want to be with Santa Claus.
Right. That was beautiful music. I remember they were here not so long ago with us.
Not so long ago, although they were not able to play live, but we also watched their video, which I still find amazing, Claire. I mean, they probably know where to tap to create a certain sound, and I noticed that they even place a piece of paper to create a different sound.
Right.
So, you know, they must really know that piano so well that they can tap anywhere and create the particular sound that they want from music. But in the meantime,
that'll do it for us this Tuesday morning. Thanks for watching Solar Daybreak.
Join us again tomorrow for a fresh look at the headlines and stories you'd love to wake up to. Have a great day ahead.